When you think about the reasons why you were able to create such a successful business, it's a competitive industry, isn't it?
Yes, very.
Can you point 2 or 3 reasons why you think you stood out?
I think that one of my biggest, strengths is that I like people. And so I don't mind getting into the community and meeting people. And I don't even consider it networking. I consider it fun. I love it. So I just showed up at everything. And I attended all of the things that I thought were, well, it wasn't even about thinking that it was for business, because for me, it was because I liked the people. And so I think people want to deal with people that they like and trust. Mm-hmm. So authenticity is really important when you're dealing with somebody in business, because they want to know they can trust you to do the job you say you're going to do. So I would say that the fact that I liked people was a big thing. The second thing, though, is I'm a risk taker, and I've always been a risk taker. I don't ever want to leave anything on the table. I'm comfortable with failure, so I'm a risk taker. Failure to me it's a necessary part of life. And if I fail while trying, who can argue that I did a bad job? It is what it is.
The biggest failure you had?
Oh, God, I did a construction company for 2 years. It was the worst thing I've ever done. Yeah, I will never do that again. It was a great learning moment, one that I would say it's too soon for me to talk about in terms of how good I feel about it, because it still feels kind of bad. But it taught me to stay in my lane. Yeah. My lane's design.
What would you say to someone who is just starting now? Okay, going to design school, for example, here in Vancouver, we have Emily Carr. Where else did they?
Oh, you know what? BCIT is one of the best that I know of.
BCIT?
Yeah.
So for those young people mostly, say 18, 19, 20, they have no idea what the future looks like. What tips would you give to them if you could mentor them and say, look, this is the most important lesson, and then these are the second and the third most important lessons?
Number one is, if you're not going to work for a company like mine, where we help you with all the business planning and all of the pieces you need to be successful, then you have to get your head around that piece yourself. So you have to, you can be the best designer in the world, but you might have no clients. If you don't know how to get clients, you are never going to make any money. And I think that the ability to be successful in any industry, in any walk of life, is your ability to attract clients. It's no different than your business. You need to have clients to pay the bills. So I think that the marketing side and learning how to market for yourself and represent yourself is a really important piece. And the second thing is, do not do your job for free. Your hours need to be billed. It takes the entire industry down when you don't bill properly. All of the girls or boys or men or whatever that go to design school have all gone and earned the credentials in a profession. And I find it super interesting. In any retail environment, you're not giving your product away for free. But the moment we go to service, we discount. Oh, I'm going to do this for free, or I'm going to do that for free or I'm going to do it for less because, I don't know, really, it feels kind of high. We discount our services, and yet our service is essentially a product. We are a product. All of us are. And there's no reason why we should be discounting what we do. A dentist doesn't discount what they do. A lawyer doesn't discount what they do. So in the arts or the creative side, we tend to feel less worthy. But what we do is a huge service, and it's very difficult for other people to do the same job. So I want people who come out of school to recognize their worth and maintain that ability to not just see themselves as it's no big deal. Because you know how to do something doesn't mean anyone else knows how to do it. It's a skill.
Any third?
A third tip from coming out of school now would be to surround yourself with the right people. Like, if you are not surrounded by people who want to get ahead and be successful, you're not going to get ahead and be successful. You've got to put yourself with people who are trying to do the same thing you're trying to do. And that's really the secret of our team, is that it's this huge group of wildly creative but driven people that propel each other to do better.